Water Alchemy Oracle by Alexandra Wenman. Opening Prayer, titled, Because I Feel. Because I am loved, the stars encircle a full, refulgent moon. The sky weeps to bring me diamonds. The night noises make a heady tune. The ocean rises, gifting soft surprises. The tides shift to sweep me off my feet. The sun caresses me in every dull defeat. Because I am loved, my life is unnervingly sweet, and I never know where next that love will find me. But I will follow, even though my love may blind me, it will never bind me. Wherever love goes, I will go, because I am loved. I know that what was broken or shattered is because it never really mattered, and whatever caused confusion was because it was not love, but an illusion. And what tried to possess me was only an intrusion, because I am loved. I know what's true. Because I am loved, I know what's real. And I can always trust the way I feel. Introduction about this oracle. This water alchemy oracle is designed to help bring relief from the sometimes overwhelming emotions that can threaten to engulf us during times of challenge or transition. Designed to take you on an alchemical healing journey through the various aspects, bodies, and behaviors of water as they mirror the spiritual and emotional landscapes of our human experience. Each of the cards helps us touch the divine, pouring it like a soothing balm through our daily lives. While water is one of the most common substances on our planet, covering approximately 70% of its surface area, this precious liquid should not be taken for granted, as it is both the source and sustainer of all life. Like water, our emotions, feelings, and intuition are vital for survival and are the primary senses we use to navigate life on this planet. The wisdom of water runs through this oracle and its processes to enhance your intuition, bring more fluidity into your daily life, and also to offer the healing waters of our world. The 40 high vibration full color cards focus on water elements from nature, such as waterfalls, lakes, mist, ice, and sacred water sites, each illustrated with a water scene featuring magical beings, such as goddesses, gods, mermen and mermaids, undines, nymphs, fairies, devas, and elementals. This book explains the healing and cleansing properties of each sacred body or aspect of water, along with a channeled message, guidance, and physical ritual from the water spirits, guides, angels, deities, and galactics. The characters cover a range of ages, races, nationalities, and genders as a nod to inclusivity and human fellowship. The characters are shown emerging or merging with the water element to reveal how the human is the bridge between the spiritual and physical worlds, and how water acts as a conduit for spirit. Every card is depicted as a mini world and is framed by nature and water symbolism, such as lush vegetation, animals, birds, plants, and other associations to represent the powerful role water has in the seasons and cycles of life. Spiritual alchemy, such as DNA activations, the anchoring codes of light, the reawakening of your true divine templates and blueprints, deep energy healing techniques, and auric and etheric repair work are included within the meditations and activations on each card. This deck also provides engaging exercises, practical rituals, and manifesting techniques to explore the powerful practices of sacred water alchemy. Performing physical rituals alongside a spiritual intention can help you understand the depth and range of your emotions, purify your lower self, reunite you with your divinity, reveal your spiritual gifts, and create miracles. The essence of water ripples through the oracle, and you will notice that some of the cards are linked with mentions of other cards scattered throughout the deck in capital letters. Where you see this capitalization, it is like finding a precious gem at the bottom of a stream, and an invitation to engage in the rituals and processes of that additional card, along with the one that you have pulled, if you wish. As you dive deeper into the mystery of the sacred waters with this oracle, you will travel deeper into yourself to gain clarity, uncover other hidden treasures, heal unresolved issues, and find the courage to flow with the rhythm of life. Healing by water. To sit beside a body of water is one of the most healing pastimes you can engage in. Growing up by the sea in Australia, it has always been one of my favorite things to do. Not only does it bring an immediate feeling of calm, but scientific research has proven that people living in close proximity to water have lower risk of obesity, premature death, and are less likely to experience depression and health issues. Gazing at the ocean or a large body of water actually slows our brain waves and can even induce a meditative state. Some of my best poetry has been written while I have been sitting on the beach, looking out to the sea. Living in a big city, I still struggle being away from the ocean. But the good news is, you don't have to travel to have access to the healing power of water. Visualizing a calm blue sea has the same effect on the brain as visiting a coastline. All you have to do is close your eyes and imagine that you are in a watery location, and it will have the same positive impact on your health and well-being. I have always been fascinated with water. As a child, I would fill jars with water and add flower petals and buds, stones, shells, plants, and other objects from nature to create my own miniature water worlds. Like a snow globe, I could turn the jar this way and that and make up stories about the tiny beings who would inhabit the magical kingdoms I had helped to create. Little did I know back then that what I was actually doing was scrying and communicating with the elementals and nature spirits, using water as a magic mirror or magnifying glass through which to see into their tiny universe. I knew that to create this oracle, I needed to be near the water and spend a good amount of time with water, to gaze upon it, to dip beneath it. Only a break away from home to somewhere with a large lake or sea was going to do. But short trips weren't enough, and as we grew nearer to winter, I felt the light and warmth withdrawing, and my soul cried out to be at home in Australia. I longed for my ocean. I soon got my wish and ended up spending 2 glorious months with my family. Miraculously, just before I left, a friend offered me to use one of her beachfront apartments directly opposite of Manly Beach in North Sydney. I got to frolic in the sea every day and write about it. When I was younger, growing up, in Coffs Harbour, New South Wales, before I learnt how to meditate, the beach was my place of solace. I would walk along the breakwall to Muttonbird Island, sit on the rocks, and watch the waves churning below. Gazing into the swirling, boiling froth, contemplating the inky depths, I would meet with my deepest sadness. In that space, I could bring forth my troubles and let them wash away. I knew nothing of healing at that age, but somehow I knew that the ocean was one place I could feel safe to be myself. Sometimes she was calm and glassy, and I could rest beside her in serenity. At other times, she was turbulent and troubled, and I could meet her in my own troubles, in a shared outpouring of grief. She was the mirror of the wild, untamable me. She knew all of my secrets and reflected them back at me. I felt like I had a sea inside of me. She gave me access to my deepest sorrows, my hurts, my regrets. There was no one else who seemed to understand the vastness of my emotions. She could draw them up with a whisper and drag them out with her magnetic tides, and I never needed any words to describe what I was feeling. The water already knew exactly what was needed. She knew my truth. With the ocean, there is nowhere to hide. She is the great mystery. Sailors have tried to conquer her. Poets have used her as their muse. She is the epitome of femininity, from her softness to her seductiveness and her tyranny. And if you let her, she will teach you things about yourself you never imagined. She is the greatest body of water upon this earth, great Mother Ocean into which all streams and rivers are birthed, is the wild unknown calling us home to our origins. The curve of the world can be seen in her horizons, and the canopy of stars overhead calls us to remember that, even in the grandest scheme of things, we are but a tiny speck. If the sea is massive, how big then is the cosmos? She brings us perspective. She tears down the walls to our hearts and soothes us with her undulating prayers. But you cannot build a temple there, for it would be destroyed. She seeks no worship, yet she is devotion. You will always find a home with Mother Ocean. Great civilizations have fallen to their deaths, succumbing to her depths. Atlantis, Lemuria. She has covered them with time and tide, yet she reminds us they are still alive somewhere. The treasures of our collective memories are hidden deep inside of ourselves, in the underwater caves of our own subconscious, and as we rise and ride our own emotional and mental swells, our inner ocean floor is revealed like the prettiest pearls with opalescent shells. Water is our loveliest mistress. She clarifies, purifies, and purges us from all our lies. She is the elixir of life, the dew of first morning light, the nectar of the soul, the mirror of the dark, the reflection of our light. Out of the first primordial waters came all of life. She helps us birth our own creations. Our bodies are made of her. We need to constantly replenish water to survive. We rely on her. She is sacred. She is life. This oracle, therefore, is a prayer to water in all of its forms. Within these cards and their correlating pages, you will find messages, meditations, rituals, prayers, and invocations to help you reach your own depths and reveal the hidden treasure of your deep subconscious. The seat of your soul is wet. It is moistened with all your potential. As our bodies and plants require water to grow, so too you must water and nourish your soul. I bring you a collection of practices that were born of my own desire for nourishment. May they bathe you in love and act as a guide through this great mystery we call life. They are intended to help connect you to your own intuition and the many gifts of your inner feminine. For whatever your gender or persuasion, you have within you a masculine logical and rational side and a feminine intuitive and magical side. We may never know it all, and if you start with that knowledge, the mystery begins to reveal itself, and if you strive to remember this, you will always have access to true wisdom. This oracle also contains healing waters of the earth. We have squandered and polluted so much of this precious gift. It is time to give something back, for without an abundance of fresh, clean water, we're doomed. You can do your part by blessing the waters, and this simple act really does make a difference. It makes more of a difference than you may ever know. Water is alive. It is wise and intelligent consciousness, and it must not be underestimated or taken for granted. The more you learn to honor the water, the more it will honor you. You are water. You were born of water. So I celebrate with you, and I celebrate the sacred waters within you. I hold gratitude for the waters of the womb that birthed you. From a daughter of earth, my deepest wish for you is that you remember how loved and cherished you are. Let the waters guide you back to Great Mother, for the goddess loves us and lives within us all. Water is our most precious resource. Let's not let it go to waste. If you wish to understand the science of water as a conduit of energy and how our own emotions impact our water, you may wish to look at the incredible work of the late Dr. Masaru Emoto and his book, Messages in Water. Invitation. Join the Water Peace Project. You can help bring peace to our planet and offer healing to the earth by getting involved in the Water Peace Project. Founded in loving memory of Dr. Masaru Emoto, this regular free global event takes place on the 11th of every month. It was Dr. Emoto's personal request that we dedicate time each month for everyone to pray for world peace. He said, quote, "By holding the intention of peace towards water, by thinking, speaking, and acting with the intentions of peace toward water, water can and will bring peace to our bodies and to the world." End quote. For more information and to take the pledge, please visit www.waterpeaceproject.org. Becoming a channel for the living waters. The Native American phrase, Ni Wikoni, means water is life. The tribes are imploring us to help heal our planet and bring nature into balance. When I asked the water guides about the idea of the living waters, they said this concept acknowledges the vital role that water plays in the creation of life. They also said that we, ourselves, can actively harness the power of water to be sacred conduits of the divine, taking an active role in sustaining life, too. Question: what are the living waters? Quote, The living waters are the soul's fluid from which creation itself is birthed and goes on birthing. You are a conduit for this life fluid when you make a conscious connection to the essence of life and offer yourself an active service as a vessel to the divine. The phrase, "become like water," is an invitation to offer yourself as a channel for the divine to work through you in this way. You serve all of life as a living water carrier for the Aquarian age. Healers, alchemists, mystics, channels, prophets, and seers are all conscious vessels and portals for the living waters of creation.